2023 is finally wrapped up, and there's nothing better to do than to think about all the best things that it brought us, including anime. Now, we're going to be back very, very soon for Gagunk's review on the anime that are getting started, like Solo Leveling. Whichever one's got Solo Leveling on the list, that'll be the next video we shoot. Huh? I lied to you. We're going to do it now. Review Winter Anime of 2024 in a nutshell. Here we go. This has got to have Solo Leveling in it, and that's what I want to see a review of. So let's get into it. Also, your daily reminder to put your videos to 4K, because we render in 4K, and if you pay for it, you have to manually set it now.
With the banger year we've just had, 2024 has a lot to live up to. You're following a year that gave us moments that are going to be remembered for a long time to come, with iconic quotes that will live on in the hearts of anime fans, inspiring lines such as and of course,
kill yourself.
Truly moving phrases that the anime community have taken and made their own. But what else has this new year got in store for us? Well, for once, we're not buried under a cascade of high-profile sequels. There's Classroom of the Elite. Tsukimichi is apparently one of the best isekai I haven't finished yet that I need to. One of the best romances of last year is back with The Dangers in My Heart, looking like it's only going to get even better from there. Mashle Season 2. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Are we going to see more of the most iconic role in anime? Our number one. Maybe.
I think this is your best work yet.
That's him! He's the owl!
About sequels, what else do we have? We got more romance, more slice of life, more girls, more isekai. A lot of isekai. Again. And of course, we got the action, baby. Woo! Look at this! Oh yeah, shit's about to go down.
I'm not gonna lie, man, I need some guidance, because this guy just summoned a ballista, but it's not drawing me in like it should. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having a weird kind of anime fatigue. I want a very specific kind of anime to solve this itch. And some of these generic shows are just not doing it for me.
He's about to fuck shit up!
Oh yeah, all the food ones look good, too. I have been having fun with that. The one where they eat stuff in the dungeon.
But before we move on, this video is sponsored by Honkai Star Rail, a game I have never, ever played before. So let me tell you about this game. I have definitely,
good for you.
Wait, there's more happening today. Back to the video.
30歳まで童貞だったので
Damn!
魔法を使えるようになってしまった
Honey, is there a way to unvirginify ourselves? Well, it's official, guys. While us decrepit sex havers were busy enacting coitus, these damn virgins were secretly getting wizard powers. I'm sorry to say, weebs, but I've let you down. But the fight is not over. You can finish what I couldn't accomplish. Okay, so our guy here has the ability to read minds by touching people because he's a virgin, but the catch-22 is, the man is such a giga-virgin that he can't ever touch anyone except for
men.
Oh, it's that kind of show. Well, nothing says true bromance like helping your mates lose their virginity, and honestly, how can you complain? My man is really putting the top in top husband material. He's even using the forbidden Eren Yeager technique to rizz up his fellow bro.
This is not what I meant when I said I wanted a very specific kind of action. This is not the action I was referring to.
Seen a show go full BL bro love, but suffice to say, this is the most homoerotic thing we're gonna see all season.
Okay. Bro, shut the hell up. What the hell? He's like sweating. Is that hetero juice?
I think I like men now. After The Witch from Mercury tried to revolutionize the genre, it's good to see Mecha going back to its roots. Just gay guys, innit? But on a serious note, don't make the same mistake as me and almost skip this. I thought this was just gonna be another standard real robot show. People are dying on the battlefield, fighting for their lives. You are witnessing the true horrors of war. Then out of nowhere, this guy drops in and just listen to his theme song. For those of you unfamiliar with Mecha, this is like the equivalent of people fighting for survival in the brutal world of Attack on Titan. Then suddenly, All Might drops in. This is what happens when everyone working on the show knows exactly what they are doing. This is a Mecha show by Mecha fans for Mecha fans, with the gun-ho Top Gun bravado that comes with it. Just a bunch of manly men doing manly stuff, saying completely manly things to their fellow manly bros.
Yeah. You better win your fight, because I'm coming on your ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass.
Solo leveling. Okay.
Aljamain Sterling. No. How did he catch a stray? You leave my UFC bros out of this, man.
Be the big one this season. And if you've seen my previous video on the manhwa, you'd know that I'm a big fan. And these opening episodes, and if you've seen my
previous, there's a whole nother thing. Well, then I'm watching the thing.
This video on the manhwa, you'd know that I'm a big fan. And these opening episodes seem decent. They held nothing back when it came to the sheer violence compared to the original webcomic. Hiroyuki Sawano is, as always, bringing the hype with his OST. Animation seems good. And this opening is what I hear in my head when I'm getting a kill streak in Counter-Strike.
Bro, the song is
I am a little
so
cautious
funny.
because A1 Pictures is doing a pretty good job with the animation, but let's be real here. Solo leveling is not coming in here as the pinnacle of storytelling. One big thing that made this title stand out was that the art was absolutely godlike. Not just good, godlike. They gave us some of the best heart-pounding action scenes you can find in webcomics.
See, that's exactly what I wanted to see. I told you he was going to bring it.
Question is this anime going to be able to match that? Because when I look at this art, I'm thinking the action has to be like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 level, you know what I mean? Because take that away and we have a story that's not too dissimilar to the truckload of power fantasy isekai we see every season.
But
the main character ends up
composition.
more perfect than Kirito. Side characters become as useful as Yamcha. This is an unapologetic power fantasy show that lives on the rule of cool, and if we don't have similar godlike animation, what more can the show give us that we haven't already seen? Arise. Alright, actually I'm sold. We got a few Villainess anime this season, and this was the one that definitely interested me the most. And yes, it is purely because I am a sucker for time loop anime. Coming from the mangaka that seems to have a curse for mediocre anime adaptations like Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer, it looks like one of his works is finally getting a decent adaptation. I'm not too familiar with this one, but it does give me hope that we're gonna get the Spirit Circle adaptation we deserve.
Delusional Monthly Magazine. All right.
Account successfully created. You are now signed into Discord. Did this motherfucker just hit him with a virginity punch? Mapper have come to us with another anime original with another self-proclaimed virgin protagonist in an old-school Delinquent showdown anime. I'm not sure what's up with all the freaking virgins having superpowers this season, and why is it always the guys? What about all the female virgins? Come on, anime, we need some representation for the freaking Hyman squad. You watch subbed anime, don't you?
That was disgusting.
I mean to sub. Anime? You mean subbed anime, right? Yeah, sure. Alright, now we're talking. Time for some real anime. Chain Soldier is the show to watch if you want to be a respectable human being. Did I say respectable? I meant the exact opposite of that.
It's the
Yes.
masochist
My favorite
anime?
job. Slavery. That's how it works, right? Yes, it's an anime about a guy who gets superpowers by being a slave to a bunch of hot anime girls. Man, what the fuck is going on with this season? Now, before anyone gets angry, this is basically just Power World with a degeneracy mod. Sometimes you have to respect a title that knows exactly what it wants to do and hones in on doing that one thing really well, even if that thing is awakening a new fetish every episode. This is the rare type of series that has plot, but also has plot. You already know if this is the type of show for you, but I will say, the fight scenes went unexpectedly hard in the manga, and this action animation is not exactly the cream of the crop, but you can only expect so much when the team is working with one hand. If they chose to put their focus on another certain type of scene, I'll still be a happy man, because let's be honest guys, who doesn't want to be stepped on by a group of hot anime girls? Am I right guys?
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things that like he almost got me. I was like, yeah, maybe we could try a couple episodes. I'm wild. I'm fresh. Then he's literally stomping on homie in the next scene. And I'm good. I don't think that's something I can sit through. But if anybody actually wants to watch it and let me know, because the transformations are kind of cool. I like overpowered transformation anime.
And to save anime from the Jujutsu Kaisen fanbase. This time with Dungeon Meshi, or
yeah,
Delicious in
cool.
Dungeon, which no one actually calls it, even though its name is on the original Japanese manga. Going into this, I thought this was just going to be a simple cooking show where some adventurers explore some dungeons, eat a bunch of weird monsters, have a good time. I was on board for this, but then I think the episode that really sold me was the one where they find the living armor. Now in most shows, living armor is just normal armor that's imbued with magic, which is what you and everyone else assumes, but Dungeon Meshi takes this common idea and goes, nah, that's baby shit. So as our hero fights one, he notices something that looks like an egg and thinks to himself, why is there an egg? Why can the armor see me even though it has no eyes? Maybe this is a living thing after all, but it's completely hollow, doesn't die if I behead it, and it moves too rigid to be a slime and too silent to be a swarm, but by some good detective work, he manages to uncover a biological explanation behind the living armor that not only makes sense, but also makes it edible. That made me go, damn!
It doesn't make sense at all. It's anime sense. It doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous. But they can eat it.
Okay, I've never really thought about it like that. This is just one of the monsters we find in the series. Every single creature has careful thought put into their biology, their ecosystem. Even the most common fantasy monsters we're familiar with are given their own unique take. The insane amount of creativity in the world building makes this feel more like a nature documentary with a cooking twist. And add to this a core cast with banter reminiscent of something you'd find in Konosuba, and you got yourself a pretty damn good show. With this now airing at the same time as Freerun, all I can say is fantasy anime fans are eating good right now. Huh? Alright,
Yeah.
what show have we got next?
恐怖の時代は終わったんだ。これからは二人で栄光の未来を夢見ていける。
Oh, she's gonna die.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
You know, I think she still could be savable. Yeah, she still could be savable.
Jesus. On all
Yeah, the city's still
in
savable.
Armageddon. And there's samurai.
See,
Oh,
what
this
did I
is the
tell you?
one.
He saved the city, guys!
This
It's
is
saved!
the one.
Sometimes all the show has is the rule of cool, and sometimes it's enough. Ishira might just be that show. It's some ruined fantasy land where a bunch of Dark Soul bosses gather from all over the world to take part in a no-holds-bar battle royale bloodbath. Isekai protagonists, undead warriors, every episode introduces a new stupidly overpowered character for the true battle royale experience that will have you placing bets like this is a UFC match. This might not be the prettiest looking show of the season, but this is it if you want some turn your brain off edgy fun.
Yeah.
So, you watch subbed anime?
自分の手で魔法少
God
女を
damn, dude.
I'm into dumb.
Jesus.
You mean dubbed? And no. I went into the show completely blind, thinking it was some cute parody of the magical girl genre. Then 5 minutes in, I realized, wait a goddamn minute.
これってエッチな本だ。
I thought Chain Soldier was going to be the only thing bringing the culture this season, but now we have BDSM Bocchi if she was a villainess. And the thing is, the scenes here go even harder, but the problem is, it's
Okay.
comedic enough that I don't know if I should laugh or be turned on sometimes. If you want
That
more
was
culture in your
cringe.
life, give this one a watch. This might not be your proudest fap, but it'll certainly be your funniest.
ブランケットありがとう。助かったよ。ごめん。臭かったら洗濯。
Here's an anime called Hokkaido Gals, are super adorable, about some super adorable gals living in Hokkaido.
Okay. Nice.
What the hell do you need me for? Now, if you don't know anything about Hokkaido, well, it's northern Japan, it's really cold, it has some of the best food you can find in the country, and it's got really thick milk. And then you have the Garus. Now, for anyone wondering how these girls aren't freezing their butts off in this weather, you need to understand that in Japan, short skirts protection to the cold follows the same logic as RPG armor.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at
Got it.
all.
I'll be real with you, this is clearly just paid propaganda by the Hokkaido Tourism Board, and god damn it, it's fucking working. Yo, is he going for the Eren Jaeger strat too? The wrong way to use healing magic. Would have been a more accurate name for this show, actually. I feel like having healer or healing in your title has become a PTSD-inducing trigger word for us at this point, but I actually had a lot of fun with this one, for one not so obvious reason. I'm into Dom. For most people, this probably looks like another run-of-the-mill isekai junk food, cause it is. But for someone with a trained eye like me, I can tell the difference between a white guy and a... White guy? Between a White Castle and a Five Guys. And to any isekai trashmen out there who know what I mean, this feels like the latter. Not enough healing for you? Well, we have the unwanted undead adventurer featuring a dead skeleton protagonist slowly leveling his body back up. Oh, that's a totally different thing. Excuse me? Necromancy is just healing for those who believe in the 5-second rule? Oh, hey, look, a middle-aged protagonist, and he's adopted a
He gave
cute
that
little
no
burb.
time.
Ah, so it's a simple slice of life about an older gentleman taking care of a burb. I can vibe with that.
我が名はピエール・カルロ。
Okay.
Alright, so the bird can talk. Well, that's okay. Every slice of life needs its quirk nowadays. Surprise! Isekai, bitch! Okay, well, I wasn't expecting an isekai, but I'm not gonna complain. Oh, he's starting his own trading company and learning the economics. Just like a business. I get it now, so it's gonna be a Spice and Wolf-esque anime with an isekai twist. Surprise! Magic, bitch! So we can use magic in the real world. That makes sense. It's an isekai after all. Surprise! Psychics, bitch! Okay, so I guess there are psychics in the real world, and he's getting tailed by a shadow organization of psychics now while trading goods in an isekai with a talking bird who's secretly a 3,000-year-old demon. This show is amazing. We got ourselves a cute little romance, this time with the most precious cinnamon roll who has trouble communicating because she's deaf, making her the actual, lore-accurate Komi-san. This is honestly goddamn adorable. I haven't seen a story like this since The Silent Voice, but this seems far more on the wholesome side, and it better stay that way because if anything happens to this girl, I will be shooting on sight. Studio Bones are going through their 25th anniversary and they pulled out all the stops to celebrate. We got a new anime original sci-fi tokusatsu style show that takes place in the world that's a little bit of Blade Runner, a little bit of Carol and Tuesday, with also gay girls in it. I feel like more and more I'm relying on anime original shows to get my sci-fi fix, and this clearly has one of the most intricate and well thought out worlds of the season. And normally I love the show don't tell approach where I get to discover the world and story as it naturally develops, but this beginning feels like just a bit too much information has been omitted. What are the characters trying to do here? Why are we fighting? Who the hell are these people in the first place? I'ma let it cook because I smell a potential delicious meal coming along, but I hope I at least get a look at the menu soon.
It wasn't that hard to follow. I didn't think. Maybe I haven't been watching a lot of anime, but like a lot of sci-fi is like that. When they immerse you in the world, they don't explain the stuff that doesn't matter. And then when the fighting starts, they tell you what matters. So you kind of just go with the flow.
Another love confession victim of the goddamn anime fireworks. Well, you couldn't have picked a more cliche way to start off a romance plotline in your anime, but surely they can't drag this on for too long, right? Look, he clearly likes her, she clearly likes him. This motherfucker traveled to another world for her, and now they're bloody married. They're married, for God's sakes.
Oh, nice.
I've seen anime romance bullshit before, but how long can this possibly take? Wait a minute, they actually gave him a second chance? This has never happened before in the history of anime. This is it. She's given him the perfect layup. Bro's got an open goal from 2 yards. There's no way he can fuck this up. It's okay. I'm calm.
They're naked in a bath. Hello, friend. I'm bathing with in a bath. All right, man. So we're actually going to go back to that best of anime in 2023 then tomorrow. We got to finish Has Been Hotel with me and Skitten. We got to do some other things as well. So we'll get back to that. Also, Scramboli review video that I missed is Monster Mune is Art. I definitely want to watch that as well. Please give me some more anime suggestions. I have the solo leveling video, this Monster Mune video to do. I want some more anime content to put up on the channel. So let me know where you guys are at. I'm feeling good. I'll see y'all around. Peace.